Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. On the table today here we have this Colonial Barlow, and it just needs cleaned up a little bit. But I'm going to clean this up and use this as a giveaway. I made a community post here the other day, and I wanted people to nominate channels with under 500 subscribers. And we're going to give this away in support of them, and I will give the giveaway rules here in just a moment. I'll embed them in here with a slide. Make sure you follow the directions carefully. I do know that you're going to have to comment on this video, and I want you to put the word Barlow in it, and then I'll select whoever the channel that wins that I select to do it in support of. I'll provide a link to one of their videos, and you'll have to go and comment on their video and subscribe to them. Yes, subscribe to them. It's on the honor system, but that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to get started here by throwing this into some Evapo-Rust. Let's check out the channels here just a little bit. I think it's pretty clean. This knife's in pretty good shape. Well, there is just a little bit of pocket lint down in there. I don't know if I can scrape some of it out or not before we get started. Really not much down in there. I got a little bit of stuff out. Now, my Evapo-Rust is pretty dirty, self-admittedly. I've got to get some another jug of it. I'm totally out of it. Luckily, this knife's not in bad shape, so it won't take much to cut the little bit of rust that is on it. So after I let it soak for maybe an hour or so, I'll rinse it off in some water, and then I'll throw it in a tub of mineral oil. Well, I'm going to stop and interrupt this video for just a moment. I just got a couple of channel stickers in from a couple of new channels. Folks, this is great. We keep growing as a community. Let's check out these channels. Let's water them, feed them, fertilize them, encourage them, help them grow, because it just makes the community as a whole stronger and better. These are a couple of great guys. First off, we got Mountain Ajar and his daughter. Look at that. She designed his channel sticker for him. Isn't that a wonderful sticker? Yeah, Mountain Ajar. And he also sent a little piece of wood here that I'm not familiar with. I think it's from the Southwest, and it is called Palo Santo, I think is what it is, Palo Santo wood. And Mountain Ajar says you can burn just a little bit of it, and it's kind of like an incense type thing, and it's got a really nice smell to it. So I'm going to have to give that a try. So once again, that's Mountain Ajar. And we also have Make Cutlery Great Again, another fantastic new channel. Both of these gentlemen just been very nice to me. They seem like great guys. So head on over to their channel, subscribe, and support them. Make Cutlery Great Again and Mountain Ajar, welcome to the online knife community. Well, I've taken this wonderful Barlow knife out of the mineral oil. It soaked for several hours. Need to get it wiped off. I held a drawing of all the nominees of the different channels that are under 500 subs. And Ozark's Boy 417. Well, we're doing this to support his channel. So I'm going to be posting instructions on how to enter for you to be eligible to win this knife. And I need you to follow those instructions to the letter. If you don't do everything that I say in there, well, you'll be disqualified. But it's pretty much the standard stuff. I'm going to find one of his videos and provide a link of that. You'll have to watch his video, leave a comment on his, and you're going to have to leave a comment on this video right here. And you need to subscribe to Ozark's Boys 417. So this is how we're going to get started. It's not in too bad a shape. I think it's going to clean right up. So we'll get started. Clean these tangs off just a little bit. Still a lot of oil down coming out. It's alright. A little bit of stuff right there. Oh good, it came off. Not sure what that was all about. I don't know if you happen to notice this USA right here. But Colonial made a lot of knives and they didn't put the Colonial Tang stamp on, they just stamped USA on it. I don't know why. So sometimes you'll be in an antique store and you'll find one of these old knives with just USA stamped on it. It was probably made by Colonial. Now I don't know if I mentioned this before. You know, I do these in several steps. I'm not always sure what I've said in the previous segment, but this knife was donated by John over at J.O. Ventures. He sent this to me, and I asked him, I said, would you mind if I use this for a giveaway? And he said, no, by all means do so. So thank you, John, for giving us this opportunity to give another knife away. I'm going to try to do as many of these giveaways as I can as I find a knife in an antique store that can be cleaned up and put back into good use. I know people like my refurbishing videos. I get a lot of good compliments on them. But if I find them and I can clean them up and it's a usable knife, you know, there's not broken blades on it or the blade's nearly gone on them or something, I don't want to try to give something like that away. But something like this, yeah, the edges need tuned up here a little bit, but there's still plenty of blade. It's still a very good knife. It's just a way to give back to the community. You know, I had a lot of help, still have a lot of help, a lot of generosity out there. And so I want to try to help these smaller channels that are just getting started, give them some encouragement, maybe give them a boost. Well, again, I don't know if I said this or not. So there were several entrants, several people nominated, several channels nominated. So every time they were mentioned, I filled out a slip of paper with their name on it and had my grandson do a little drawing. And yeah, Ozarks Boy 417, his name came up. So again, I hope to do some more of these in the future. These are just little small gestures. You know, for one, I love cleaning up these old knives. I see it as, you know, preserving history. And no matter what you say about all these, you know, fancy modern knives, and some of them are nice, I like them, but you know, they all have their roots in these old granddaddy knives, the old slip joints. For generations, that's what people got by with, without all the fancy steels. All the different fancy knife covers and such. But every time I clean one of these up, I think about those simpler days. The world sure has changed. Oh yeah, this thing's cleaning up just fantastic, isn't it? Just fantastic. Nice half stops in them. Pretty good walk and talk to the blades still. Gotta be careful here, I don't want to hit the covers. You can always tape them off if you want to. But I just try to take my time. Oh my goodness, look at that. Pretty good for the first initial pass, isn't it? We'll just keep it going on her here. I'm quite happy with how she's coming out already. Sometimes getting down in that nail nick's kind of hard. Oh, look at that bolster clean up. Well, that bolster's going to be popping shiny here pretty soon. Okay, let me work on this knife for just a little bit. I pretty much got all the metal cleaned up on it. Look at them bolsters. They're gonna really shine when I get some case paste on it. But things are looking pretty good here, aren't they? So next thing we'll have to be doing is getting down into the channels and checking the back springs on it, cleaning them off, see if there's anything down in there. But yeah, that's just cleaned up really nice. So we'll look down in here. Oh, we have a whole bunch of stuff to get out of down there, don't we? Well, let's just go ahead and work on this for a bit. Try to get some of that stuff out of there. Ooh. Oh boy, do I have a thinner one there. No, that's a thicker one. Where's my super thin one? See if we can get down in there. There we go. Oh yeah, that's getting it out. A lot of gunk down in there. And sometimes, if you got something stuck down in there, sometimes you can just kind of scrape down in there a little bit. See, there's a chunk of stuff there. I think that's some cleaning compound there. And we'll just kind of scrape on here a little bit. And we can always take a little bit of sandpaper here, clean those off. Really helpful. Get down in there with the sandpaper. It'll help loosen up anything down in there before we throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I think they're cleaning up pretty. They look pretty good down in there. A little bit more junk, but they're not. It's not rusty down in there. Just some stuff that needs to come out with the cleaner, I think. Look pretty clean down in there. Let's check our back springs real quick. That's always important. And you can see they don't raise up very high on this one. So there's really no way to clean those, I don't think. A little bit of stuff off of there. They just don't raise up very high. But they don't look bad. So, don't look bad at all. This thing has really nice walk and talk. And you'll notice on a lot of these older knives, the back springs and liners are not smooth and even. They're stepped a little bit. That's just the way they made them. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. I think we're ready for the ultrasonic cleaner. See if we can pick out a little bit more stuff here. Looking pretty clean here. Okay, let's get it ready to be clean. Well, I've worked on this knife a little bit. I've went over it a couple times with case paste. It's still not finished yet, but I need to get this video up. I'm going to be busy in the next day or so and won't have a time to work on it. But I want to get this video up so it's timely, because I want to give everyone plenty of time to enter for the drawing for this knife. Plus, I've got those 2 channel shout outs. I need to get those out. So I'll keep working on it. And the day of the drawing, you'll see the finished product. But I tell you what, I mean, it's usable right now. It's functional. It's cleaned up pretty good. Look at that bolster. So anything that's left to do on this knife is just purely aesthetics. And actually, it's not looking too bad right now. See it there? Got good walk and talk. Nice half stop there. So I encourage everyone to enter the drawing. The instructions have been posted. Again, make sure and follow those instructions. You got 2 different comments to make, and you need to subscribe to Ozark Boys. So, yeah, I'll keep working on this. So until next time, have a very delightful day, and good luck, everybody.